All right, now India has been the largest troop contributor to the United Nations mission since its inception. So far, India has taken part in well over 43 peacekeeping missions, and WION is on ground zero, exploring what it takes for the Indian Army personnel to serve in a foreign land. Now, WION is the only channel covering the Indian peacekeeping troops in the Democratic Republic of Congo. And Rushuru is a town in Congo safeguarded by the Indian soldiers of the United Nations Peacekeeping Force, but they exercise a special strategy of deployment in this town. And WION's political editor Kartikeya Sharma brings you the details from Congo.
I'm in Ruchuru area of Congo, which is roughly 70 to 80 kilometers away from Congo. And I'm joined by Colonel Naveen Kumar, who is the commanding officer of INBAT. And what we are going to show you today is the real work which MONUSCO does, which is the tip of the spear, which is the static combat deployment, which is what our men in olives with blue caps do in order to ensure that there is peace and safety in areas which are vulnerable and have their own issues. For our viewers, tell us what this static combat deployment is and what does it do for the larger strategy for your force.
Okay, fine. In MONUSCO, as of now, we are working on the concept of protection through projection. I, for one, have an area of more than 5,500 square kilometers, more than 200 villages. So I'm operating from 4 places. So it is not possible to cover the complete area from just those 4 places. So we project ourselves across 2 different inaccessible areas by road or by helicopters. So this is one of the places where you've come here, the static combat deployment in Rushuru. Now the concept of this is you move ahead from your COBs, establish a temporary camp for 7 days to maybe extending to 1 month. Thereafter, you take out the issues regarding the security situation or the community outreach. Whenever we get information of some issues of security, some POC concern, movement of IGs, we take this out. This is a projection of the MONUSCO force.
You are saying that it's a projection of the MONUSCO force, but if I look at the people, it looks like a pretty intensive deployment, Even for the, outside, we are outside the civilian areas, but it's a pretty strong deployment.
Yeah, see, when we move out, we have to be concentrated in our force.
Okay.
And thereafter only then we can force our way through.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then if we say that there's a security situation, we cannot be thinly deployed.
Okay.
So that projection of force with its complete power has to be there.
Okay.
So this is why you see we are concentrated here. And then
basically you concentrate yourself, project that concentrated power in far-flung areas so that the message goes out that you are there. So on my right is that architecture, the paraphernalia, if I may use the word, to show you what happens when they create this base for deployment. It's a pretty big base. You have a lot of people here. You have residential quarters. It's all barbed. It's all secured. You have those medical facilities available. You have armored vehicle also for patrolling. So it's not as if, they have pitched the tent and that's about it. For our viewers, tell us about the potential of this camp.
See, minimum strength which we move out is 2 QRFs. QRF is Quick Reaction Force. That is strength of not less than around 35 to 40.
So this is all part of that.
Yeah, this is all part of this.
That deployment.
Part of that deployment. Now, starting this SCD,
and this including this armored
BMP, ICVs, yes, including that.
Which is standby.
I'll not say standby. This is actually important part of the action plan. Now, when we do it, it starts from the basic security infrastructure. This barbed wire and the concertina coil you saw. That was the security. Once we are secure, we'll be able to project security to others. So, having done that, basic infrastructure, administrative, that is all which we keep here. Communication has to be good, and the projection of force by virtue of these BMPs, the vehicles and foot patrols, that is done here.
Tell me one thing, before I take my viewers to the different parts. Now we have shown them, as you explained, that it's not something which is for decking up, or it's not there something which is like a subsidy. It's the main thing, it's part of the main thing, part and parcel of it. But how many days can you organize this static deployment base for 6 days, 7 days, 30 days?
It's the other way around. We can organize it for any number of days that is the requirement of.
Okay.
If we need to go for 7 days, we carry little administrative infrastructure. If we need to apply, put it for more than a month, we enhance the strength, we enhance the infrastructure here. And of course, based on the security situation, also the strength improves, the combat potential improves. So it is the other way around. This deployment is based on the requirement.
Mm-hmm.
So it can extend up to 1 month, 1.5 months.
So we are being told that when this base is deployed, there's a purpose, there is an aim, there's a mission, there are conclusions to it. So it depends on what the commander of that area wants to do. So, to give you an idea, it's not as if, they have barbed a rectangle or barbed a square area. The whole deployment takes place, and it's like a small mini base. But the reason why I have come here is to show that ultimately, when it comes to the combat zones, it boils down to the basic units. And this is the basic unit from where actually the peace enforcement works. It does not emanate from the headquarters. It does not emanate from files. It emanates from the men who work here. And in this case, the men belongs to us, the men in olives from India, who are doing this task in an exemplary manner. With camera person Manish Srivastav, Kartikeya Sharma from Congo for WION.